Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fatia and today I'll be showing you how to install Locs step by step. This tutorial is beginner friendly and perfect for black girls, whether you're doing it yourself or on a client. In this video, I'll be going over my parting map, the products I use, and different techniques I use to achieve the desired look. So please make sure to stay to the end. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if this video was any helpful to you. But before we start, here's everything you need. The first thing you need is any type of locks attachment. You could either use butterfly locks or soft locks like I'm using in this video. The second is your wrapping hair. I'll show y'all the one I specifically use in this video and the one I always use. And then you need any type of lock gel you have and a red toe comb, and that's it. Enough talking though, let's get into the video. The first thing you're going to want to do is part the hair. Below the ear, I do 2 rows, and above the ear, I do 5 rows all around. The first row usually gets 4 braids, and then the second row usually gets 6. From there, I just layer everything out and adjust as I go to make sure all the boxes are even. Okay, now that we got the parting down, let's get into the method I use to add in my locks. I prefer this method because I think it's a lot faster than coming back in later to add the locks with a crochet needle. I just braid the locks directly into the plaits, and then I loop the lock into one of the 3 strands, and I just braid straight down like normal. Here is a better angle of the same thing I just described to you. So first, you want to braid down a little bit to give like the flat knotless look. That way when you go back to wrap the hair, it's not bulky at the top and like sticking up in a weird way, you know? And because my client really wanted a mixed color, we went with 3 different colorways. I just kind of added it sporadically. I didn't really have a map of what I was doing. I just added it as I saw. We used the colors 27, 1B, and T230 to achieve this blend. At first, I was kind of like iffy about it, but low-key ended up turning out to be a look. This is the brand of locks I use, the Bobbi Boss New Locks 24 inches, and then we use the Beach Curl by Organique and the Expression Wrapping Hair to achieve this look. After finishing the braid down and attaching the locks, it's now time to wrap the hair and add in the boho pieces. I take a small section of wrapping hair and wrap it tightly at the root first to make sure everything is secure. Once the base is secure, I wrap my way down the lock, keeping the tension consistent so it looks neat and smooth. But I make sure as I go down the lock, it's looser as I'm wrapping, if that makes sense. If your hair or your client's hair is longer, you want to make sure you have a longer piece of wrapping hair so you're wrapping all the way down the length of the hair, so that way your hair isn't showing through the wrapping hair, because more than likely you have a different texture to the wrapping hair, so it's very obvious, especially when you're doing colored one. And let's say your hair is like black and you're wrapping color 27 like I am right here. You want to make sure you're covering each part of the black hair so your hair is just not sticking out at the end. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I add in my boho pieces. I'm not going to lie, I low-key don't have like a hack to keep in the boho pieces for like a long time like I do when I do like boho knotless. So if y'all have any suggestions, please leave it down below in the comment section. But basically, I lay the boho pieces flat on the hair and wrap on it really tight. I think the video does more justice in explaining than I am right now. I add in boho pieces for longer hair. I like to do it all throughout, so just not at the top. I also add in boho pieces at the bottom to keep that even full look all around. Notice how over here the roots are very flat to the scalp. That's that knotless look I was talking about earlier. First, you want to get a thin piece of boho hair, and then you also want to get the wrapping hair and just choose a location at the bottom of the lock. And you really just start doing the same thing. Just wrap at any location, and then you just want to add in the boho. And that's it for today's video on how to install locks with extensions. Today you learned a lot, so give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, you did that. If you like this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. I really enjoyed making this, and I hope you liked watching too. If y'all want a tutorial on how I did this French locks, this French braids, let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye!